Welcome to this video. This is latest parts for Feudum Kickstarter, just came a few days ago, and we have some corrected cards. We have a handy dandy Feudum concise compendium of coveted royal writ, so explained all the royal writ cards. That's quite nice. We have some tracking dice for the guilds. This looks great. Have a look at this. So the container's just brilliant. The Feudum and the castle on the top. It's got little clips on the side, really nicely done. And there's all tracking dice. The colours, they're done like little stars. And you got the crown as a 1. And they're really nice, aren't they? Small enough to not be a pain on the map. That is a really nice touch. So nice, that, the tracking dice. And we have this, which is the Rudders and Ramparts. I was going to say, I forget what this is the models, isn't it? This is the little models. Now I just got one painted set of this that I pledged for, but also the mat, the rollout neoprene mat that's stitched round as well. So let's have a look at this. The box presentation is fantastic. You got like it's highlighted scales here, like fishy scales, and there's the fish there. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful box. The slipcase, and then you got the box itself, and this is like highlighted here, and the rest of it's matte. This one's like a slippy colour there, emblem on the front. Really nice. So open it up, let's see what we got inside. Is that the compendium again? All right, so we've got 2 of those now. That's handy. What else we got? We've got a tile here with a barrel on. This is, I guess, is an extra promo, is it? Or card? I don't know. It's got the king on one side and a little path going to a house there somewhere. We'll find out in here what that is. This one, it's in this handy dandy compendium here. It says travel aboard your vessel from a port on the board to the lone isle card and stroke or from the card to any suitable port on the board. Each trip counts as 2 spaces only. 1 vessel may be on the card. So that's a little card there. It's certainly handy having those. A little baggie there, and a little cloth, a little stitched cloth. I think this is to put these models on when they're out of play next to the board. There we go, looking good. Let's have a look at these. Now, something about the castles, about tokens not fitting in perfectly on some of them. But there is a fix, apparently, putting them in water if they're not completely round. Yeah, it looks more oval than round, so I'll probably have to put them in hot water for a little bit and get them round so the tokens fit in. But let's have a look at these models. So there you have, look at the ship. I mean, just fantastic quality. Quite sturdy as well. But there's the ship. So, you know, he's going to go on that mat there. And then we have the airship here. Oh, it's got some good weight to that. Really nice. I mean, I couldn't paint like that, so I'm glad I got a painted set. There's the airship. What else have we got? Where's the submarine? There we go. There's the little sub. It's like something from Captain Nemo, isn't it? Almost. Absolutely glorious. Models are just, you know, when we see the models, they look really nice, but in person, actually seeing these, look at them. Can you imagine having a board game that plays them? This board game plays these models, use these models. And here's the castles, which we got 3 of for the feudums, aren't they? Yeah, they're very oval. See, that one's like a rugby ball, like a rugby ball. So they will need going in the hot water and just making. I'm sure that one looks pretty round. That one's slightly oval, and that one's very oval. So yeah, they'll get the hot water treatment and get sorted out like so, like, you know, with it. What else have we got in here? Well, we got 3 gold pegs. What's on here? Something else. I'm having trouble getting that bit out. Let's have a look. We got some cards here. If I can get into it. There we go. Let's have a look. We have the Rudders and Ramparts. They're in different languages. Yes, here's English. Rudders and Ramparts tells you about them. And is the rest just all in different languages? Yes, it is. Wow. It's been printed in a lot of different languages, so only one of them cards matter. That one, for English-speaking people. And we also have this. Oh, this is what the heck is this? This is a stand, is it, for one of the ships? It's something like that. That's the lot now. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got some more stuff here. We've got metal pegs here, or metal tokens. So they're wood, quite light. We've got actually metal ones here. You feel that clack, and they're heavy. Look at them, how good are those? Very nice. Now this...
Oh, it's for the airship, it looks.
For the airship, yeah.
There's a picture on there.
Ah, look, he goes underneath. And metal, nice shiny gold. It's got the airship emblem underneath. So he's going to go into the peg, into there. Oh, look at that. Now we're talking. Hey? How neat is that? Absolutely fantastic. It's already got great models in the base game as it is. I've played the game. I've only ever played it once. It was a long game and it is super heavy. Very, very fun. There is a problem with the map. It looks fantastic, but the routes on the map, like the water routes and the air routes and the sub routes, they're not. They've taken art style over functionality, I think, a little bit. But there is some files on Board Game Geek where you can just print off little cards to give to each player, and it clearly labels the routes, and that fixes it completely, and it does look glorious. So it's one of the best looking games ever. So let's have a look at the big large map. Teddy just having a massage. So here's the board. I mean, the board's fabulous. It's got a really nice backing on it. Oops, got some bits on it there as well. But the board's something else. The metal should be hopefully even nicer. There's the board. And you've got the push-pull mechanism on these gills at the sides. It's a beautiful map, in it. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a lot going on. This is a super heavy game. But there's the board. Let's have a look at the game mat. The tube it's coming is squashed as well, even though it was in a really good box. That's squashed in, so I mean, it's not affecting the roll-up mat in there, but I might put that in some hot water and form that back into shape as well. May as well going to be doing them castle bits. So let's have a look at this. I like the fact that it's stitched all round. I mean, they do seem to be very hard wearing, these neoprene mats. But let's have a look. Let's see the vibrancy from one to the other. So it's, first thing first, it's bigger, which when you've got a glorious map like this, that's not a bad thing, is it? So let's get it the same way. That's got that lovely smells like airbeds from camping. Smell it, Donna, just see what you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is lovely. Right, so it's nice and vibrant, and it's quite considerably bigger, because if you look at the length, there we are. So you've got quite a bit more on the length and also on the width too. So very nice. I'd say it's a bit more vibrant than the map itself, isn't it? Which is what I was after. Yes, it is. It's definitely more vibrant. I love it. I think it's superb. Imagine this with the models on. I mean, that is something else, isn't it? And where's the little boat? Let's get him in the water there, going round. Sorry, he's the submarine. Now there's a submarine route here. I think it's here. Is it? Oh no, it's these bubbles, isn't it? I remember, or was it that one for the... No, that's the boat, I think, on the top. And I think these bubbles are the submarine. Yeah, and then you'd have some castles on the Feudum parts. I mean, there's also other fantastic models. Do you know what? I think we should get a few models out just to see what it looks like. This is just some representation of the board. Nothing is exactly, but I mean, the Feudums do go on these circles. This, I forgot, had the metal coins. There's a couple of different denominations here. They wouldn't go there because the guilds would be used with cubes and stuff. We've got these little trees that are really nice. I mean, like made out of some hard resin or something. I think this steed is for the solo game. Pretty sure it is. You got the little monster here. He's ace, isn't he? Which you can control. We've got the siren here. And some little sea serpent monster thing going on here. And of course the new models and everything else. And there's tons of wooden bits. And it's just an absolute... This is a labour of love, this game, isn't it? But these new models, aren't they just fantastic? I mean, what a lovely game. Donna very rarely says, oh, that game looks really nice. And what did you say about it, Donna?
It looks really nice.
It looks really nice, yes. I forgot, we'd actually, those things I was on about, we've actually got these map routes that I'd printed off for each player, which clearly shows the map, the routes for the different vehicles in the game and stuff. So that's quite handy. So, you know, you play on the map quite well. Yeah, really, really nice looking game, isn't it? Really, like, spot on. Fantastic, you know. So there we go. That's the latest Feudum stuff from Oddbird Games, and it's Mark Swanson, isn't it? He's put together some nice stuff here, hasn't he? Okay, thanks for watching. Just thought I'd add this on. The castles, 2 out of my 3 would not accept the token at all. One was particularly bad. The rugger ball shaped one didn't take too much sorting out. And one was fine, but it wasn't as round as I'd like. So I used the hot water treatment, and anybody that's had models in the past that has to straighten them out, you have to hold these in for a little bit longer because they're quite thick plastic. And all I did, I boiled some water in a cup and added a little bit, just a little bit of cold water, so it wasn't particularly totally boiling because of the paint. I've had no problems with the paint whatsoever, and it was pretty hot. You do have to hold it in there. I held it in there for about 40 seconds. Just held it by the top ridges there and in, and then just physically look at it and press, and you'll actually see, you have to press quite hard, actually see it go back into shape, and straight under a cold tap. Dried, job done, token just slots in really nice and easy. One of these first 2, it fitted in anyway, but now I've got them rounder, and now doing that method, both of them fit in dead easy. It was so quick and simple. This one posed a problem. I heated it up with the hot water. I got it pretty damn round, pressing it and under the cold tap. But even with the token in tight, and I mean really tight, it was overlapping on the edges by a considerable amount. I'd say a couple of millimetres. It was overlapping on one side. So the top, the circumference, even when round, it just wasn't large enough. It needed splaying out. So I put it in and started pressing a bit. Still no joy. Put it in the hot water again for about 40 seconds, and I found something. What I used was perfect. I then pressed the shuttlecock into the top and held it just for about 30 seconds until the heat had come off it. Took it off. It was perfectly round, and the token drops in perfectly. So if you've got ones that are too tight, even after rounding off, you need to splay these edges out, splay them out a bit. A shuttlecock works perfect. It works perfect. In, and just press down and hold it there. Pull it out, and it will retain the shape that you've done it to. And this they were just way too small to take the token, and in the token goes. So all 3 tokens work perfect now. All 3 castles work perfect now, I should say, with the tokens. I just thought I'd add that on the end. All right, thanks for watching.